Hello everyone, my name is Jaybird and welcome back to Everlasting Summer. I am filled with unbridled rage right now. I am livid. But that doesn't matter! I'm gonna set aside my anger for now and play a fucking game. I might swear a lot in this video, just a warning, because I'm filled with unbridled rage! I'm sorry, I'm so passive aggressive right now. The night left a feeling of anxiety behind. I woke up exhausted both physically and mentally. It happens to me all the time. You see incredibly lucid images in your dream, as if you fell into a Hollywood blockbuster with a plot full of twists, well-paid actors, and multi-million-dollar visual effects. And then you wake in the morning without remembering a thing. That's what I was trying to do, to restore the images shown by my relaxed brain. But that part of my memory was empty, either archived or formatted completely. It's 7 a.m., according to the clock. I seem to be an early bird today. Olga Dmitrievna was still sleeping, wrapping tightly in her blanket. Wrapping so tightly? In a hot summer? Humph. I got up, stretched, and went to the mirror to have a look at myself. I'd better shave. Strange idea. Before twice a month was enough, but now nothing depends on the way I look. I haven't found a razor anyway. Why do I even need it if I look like I'm 17 at most? So, breakfast can't start earlier than 9 a.m., and this means I have plenty of time, which I can spend walking and washing, for example. The water didn't seem as ice cold as the previous day. On the contrary, its refreshing coolness helped me to brace up and come back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. Oh, whether all these events could be called real. The tooth powder didn't seem to be such an outdated thing. A quick thought struck me that it's not that different different from toothpaste. Fuck. When I returned to the cabin, Olga Dmitrievna was already up. She was standing in front of the mirror and fixing her hair. Good morning, Semyon. Morning. Because of a lack of sleep, my head was still singing, and my thoughts were all jumbled together. However, I didn't regret waking up instead of my usual habit of sleeping in for 2 or 3 hours more. How come you got up so early? It just happened. And no neckerchief once again. Let me... I'll do it myself, not a big deal. On my way to the canteen. I don't think so. Do it now. Did you forget about the lineup before breakfast? How could I ever forget? And what's the lineup going to be about today? We'll discuss the agenda for the day. So what's the agenda? Frankly speaking, I didn't care for what might be on the agenda for a courageous pioneer troop. I was mostly interested in where our brave leader will send our little pioneer army for the following 12 to 15 hours. Maybe I could manage to avoid enemy locations. I clicked it. What? You'll find that out at the lineup. She gave me a wily smile. Oh no. Olga Dmitrievna, my stomach is getting upset. I'd rather... Well, I believe that's okay to miss lineup once. I could get all nasty if I failed to control it right there. Where did all this courage come from? I don't know. You have 5 more minutes. I'm afraid I need more time. Could you tell me right now, please? Sure, I'll try, but just in case it all goes down. Oh, fine! On our list for today is cleaning the camp locations, organizing the books in the library, some other minor tasks, and of course we have a ball in the evening. Watch yourself! Oh, God! You must take part in the camp activities today. You bet! Definitely, and now I'd rather... Come on, let's hit the road. I came out of the cabin and hid in the bushes behind it, waiting for Olga Dmitrievna to leave. Actually, I didn't have any particular reason to behave this way, but the voice within me kept telling me that I have nothing to do at the lineup. I was just hiding in the bushes. tall-ass man is just hiding in the bushes, you know. After the camp leader left, I went back to the cabin and decided to wait for breakfast there. She's gonna notice you're gone. Well, I'm not planning on taking part in community life today. Cleaning and organizing, that's not what someone in my situation should be doing. 2 days have passed, and I'm still right where I started. All the residents seemed to be perfectly ordinary people. They weren't involved in any conspiracy, weren't communicating with aliens, and had no idea about time warps. Of course, each of them is a bit peculiar, but those peculiarities, do not seem out of line at all. Moreover, if I had met any of these pioneers in my familiar world, I wouldn't suspect anything wrong. They seem to be even more normal and natural than, let's say, yours truly. This line of reasoning was quite logical. The illogical part was the absence of answers. Ordinary people in an extraordinary place. I've heard and seen that already somewhere. Dozens of pioneers, or even more, live their familiar lives and do their regular stuff day by day, but they don't understand that the world around them is not what it looks like. Okay, but this is their point of view. As for me, I'm not acquainted with the world of the Savionok camp and its residents, even if they seem to behave the way normal people would under the same circumstances. I have to decide here and now. Are those people involved in what's happening to me? Can they give me any answers? Or do I have to seek the truth somewhere else? I don't know. ... It seems I overdid it a bit with the thinking. There's no usual crowd of hungry pioneers near the camp. Canteen! Fucking hell! I need a drink. I drank it obnoxiously loud so you guys know that I actually have a drink here and I'm not bullshitting you. Apple strawberry juice. Mwah. Perfect. Tasty. Or even inside the canteen. Most of them probably had their breakfast before 9 a.m. That's even better. 2's company, 3's a crowd. Lena was sitting in the farthest corner of the canteen, lazily picking with her fork at an amorphous lump that vaguely resembled porridge. Having a breakfast with her seems like a good idea. We can have a chat in peace. Or at least try to have one. I was on the way to her table when suddenly somebody grabbed me by the sleeve. Zahenya! Sorry. I love The Lion King. The librarian. Get your meal and come. We need to talk. What are you waiting for? I was a bit confused. Clearly. Pardon, isn't this a bit too sudden? What's wrong? Get your meal and sit down. I suppose that she considers her behavior completely normal. Sorry, but I promised Lena. Fine, wait a minute. I'm not sure why, but I accepted the invitation. What if I could learn something new? She is such a bookworm. A minute later, I was sitting in front of Zahenya. I know those aren't the actual words, but shut up. With the tray and the simple meal on it, porridge, 2 eggs, 4 pieces of white bread, a sausage, and a glass of compote. Bon appetit! Thanks. I decided to act as politely as I could, and also eat more neatly, without chomping and spilling crumbs of food or drops of compote. So, what do you want to talk about? Today at the library. I wasn't listening from this point onwards. Wow, I immediately recalled Olga Dmitrievna's words about the scheduled events for today. I'm pushing down on my throat, so that's why I'm talking like this. Don't forget! Oh, what? I said don't forget to visit the library after lunch. For what for? Were you even listening? No. Nope. I admitted honestly. Yes. Zehenya's face turned red, then appeared green, then took on a soft purple color. Today, after lunch, you, in the library, got it, dunce? Dunce? What kind of curse is that? Though a pioneer must never use a curse word, how could I forget this rule? Oh yeah, sure, I apologize. Of course, I'll be there. Actually, I wasn't really planning to go anywhere, but if you want to make someone speak, you need to sacrifice a bit first. By the way, what year is it now? I totally lost count. I decided to play fair. She looked at me perplexedly and answered, "Have you gone completely bananas?" Honestly, that's how I felt for the last few days. Zehenya didn't reply. I'm gonna sing her name every time. So, what year is it? I smiled kindly. Listen, why don't you visit the infirmary? Will they tell me what year it is? Is it there? Oh, certainly, and even more. Zehenya stood up and headed to the exit. Wait, you didn't finish your meal. But it looks like she won't turn back. Just eat it for her. Eat it while you still can. I was finishing chewing on the sausage, which tasted like a twisted pear cable. I wonder if they have internet access here. I guess not. A pioneer sitting at the next table noticed me talking to myself and stared at me. I smiled and waved to him in return. After such a friendly greeting, he, for some reason, left the canteen quickly without finishing his breakfast. Done with the food, it's time to search for some clues. Sometime later, I finally came to the infirmary. Okay. I have nothing to do in that place. But you gotta see the sexy nurse. Oh! The sexy nurse. Moan. Though the nurse seemed quite caring, it's better to keep a distance from her. No! Go see that fucking nurse right now. Such benevolence is actually scary. No! She may know something, but I just hadn't the courage to enter the infirmary. No, go back in there. Get your ass back in there, boy. Moreover, I had no reason to. Not a single one. Immersed in my own thoughts, I didn't notice the nurse, who was standing on the porch. Oh, hell yeah! Hi there, pioneer. Ah! Oh, yes, nurse! Hello, nurse! Good night, everybody! I love Animaniacs. It's time for Animaniacs. She came closer, of course. Man, I see my future in that cleavage, though. Honey. You must be sick. Did you come for medicine? No, I was just looking around, just wandering around. Is it just me, or are your pants tight too? Oh, a truant, I see. But if you're here, I have a serious task for you, she says as she spreads her legs slightly open. I gave her a look of inquiry, or something. The word task made me feel uneasy. It sounded like something inevitable. The nurse smiled spitefully. You both will help me to make an inventory of the supplied medicine which arrived today. Both? Who are we? Perhaps I misheard. But what word could be confused with both? Oh. Hi. Lena emerged from behind the nurse's back. It seemed strange that I hadn't noticed her until now. Come here after dinner. I have explained everything to Lena. She will tell you what to do. Medicine, huh? Supplied today? But Olga Dmitrievna told me that no bus would arrive in the next couple of days. So, there were visitors to our camp today? Yes, they arrived from the city this morning. Why are you asking? Just curious. All right then, pioneer. So tonight after dinner, you'll be here. Maybe Lena was barely noticeable this whole time. Surely she's able to remain invisible like a skilled ninja. I could do it on my own. No way. There are lots of boxes. And a pioneer is always ready. Oh, yeah. Isn't that so? Pioneer. Ah! I have a boyfriend, but he don't gotta know about this. You, me, nurse? We gonna make some sweet music together. Hell yeah. My body's ready. My body's ready for you, nurse. She gazed at me and smiled menacingly. Ah! I don't want to spend the whole evening doing something like this, and I've also got more important things to do. But rejecting this request would be really improper. If it wasn't Lena who was standing here, I would definitely think my way out. Okay, I'll come. You know, Olga Dmitrievna asked me to help her tonight. Okay, I'll come. Nice. That's how a true pioneer should answer. Even after these words, I barely came a step closer to the be prepared, always prepared motto. Then you can go. I looked at Lena, who was still staring at the ground. I guess all that time she spent staring at the ground was enough to learn everything there is to know about the life and habits of different insects. Plus, Lena likes to read, so she probably read many biological botanical fucking hell, I'm sorry, and so on books. Perhaps she wants to become an etymologist? ... Where will you head next? Why are you looking so mad at me? Lena's words drew me away from the obscure thoughts. We'd been standing at the square for some time, and my speculations about Bug's lives were only an attempt to escape this awkward situation. Though why did I see it as awkward? Just don't forget, alright? Don't forget what? Well, tonight after dinner, at the infirmary. Her face got a slightly grumpy look to it. Yeah, totally. No way, that's impossible! Alright, right after dinner, I'm at your service, milady, tips Fedora. I don't know why I rolled my R in that. I thought too late. At my words, Lena blushed even harder. I need to find a way to ease the situation. Why did the nurse ask you to do it? I don't know. I was just sitting on the bench and reading a book, and when she came in... It's smart to ask a reliable person who would never say no. Okay. Well then, after dinner. Okay. I'll be off then. Yes, sure. She walked off somewhere beside the clubs, and I just stood at the square for some time. So, what's next? I decided to visit my cabin in order to collect my phone. I don't know where I'll find myself today, but having a watch is always useful. Though having a wristwatch is much easier. Suddenly I heard a different tune, which was cutting through the usual noise of the camp. I listened to it carefully. Sounds like an electric guitar. 3 repeating chords, no more. But this melody still felt somehow warm, as if a vacuum tube-based audio amplifier was used. Could there be such a luxury here? The sound was definitely coming from somewhere near the stage area. I wonder who that could be. I should go take a look. Who cares? I better keep on looking for answers. I should go take a look. Yeah, go take a look. Coming to the stage area, I caught sight of Alyssa on the stage. Oh my god. Well, guys, that's gonna be it for this episode. I know. I normally make these longer, but I have other stuff to do, and I'm tired, and my throat hurts. And I mean, I know I have a drink, but I need more drink, you know? I can't just keep doing this for free. I need more drinks. But anyways, with that being said, if you guys enjoyed this episode of Everlasting Summer and you would like to see more of this game, then leave a like down below, leave a comment down below, share with your friends, subscribe if you haven't, ring that notification bell, and remember, die safely. Bye-bye!